if you have children, this is one advice. This is more important to me than what I just said to you. Okay? I'm a younger person. I do not like when people praise me at all. There's a reason, because we all have our mistakes, we all have our own difficulties, we're all growing up in the United States. You know? There's always two sides to everything. What I want to say is, most of you older people, if you have kids, if you're gonna have kids, one advice I really want to give you guys, and if you're younger, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? None of us, most of the younger people, myself included, if you're young, you were born into Islam. Right? Islam is a religion that you're born into. Your kids, when you have kids, you have to realize that your kids, they were born into that religion, and they're Muslim because of you. A baby doesn't come out of the womb and says, okay, I'm going to pick, you know, I guess I'll go with this one. No. Whatever your parents are is what you're going to be. Okay? And I want you guys to think about this. You, as adults, have been through your life. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone does things. And because of your life experiences, you are who you are today. If you're a Muslim that prays 5 times a day, if you're older, and if you love the religion so much, if you understand the beauty of it, it's because of your life experiences. You cannot expect a kid, or a teenager, or a young person to believe in Islam and be as an amazing Muslim as you, because they haven't been through it yet. You know, when it's different when someone finds and searches for something on their own and they accept it, and it's different when they're just born into it. You know, the reason why a kid prays is not because, you know, he's like, man, I really have to pray, it's really important to me. The reason why a kid prays is because, you know, if you don't pray, so, yeah, see, he's laughing, he knows that's true. It's true. He doesn't, I swear, he knows it's true. On zna dobro. Kad sjedne, on zna dobro. And that's the thing, you guys have to understand, the most important thing when raising your child, and this is just some advice I wanted to give. The most important thing isn't making your child or trying to force them to become a better Muslim. The most important thing to do is to raise your kids with a love for the religion so that they want to do things on their own. You want to raise them in a way where they have an appreciation and love for the religion by themselves, so when you're not there, when the kaish isn't there, they're going to want to pray on their own. And you have to give them their space and time, because you can't expect a 12, 13, 14-year-old immediately to be like, wow, this religion is so amazing. I want to become an amazing Muslim. No, a 14-year-old kid today is not thinking that, I promise you, man. He's watching his NBA, he's playing Xbox, you know, Call of Duty. That's what's on his mind. Anything else is something that his parents are putting into him. So don't be too hard on your kids. You know, give them a little space and take them. Just look at the example of our religion with adults. When Islam first came to Mecca, right? What were the first ayahs that were revealed? Because this is how the Prophet ﷺ spread the religion originally when it first started. How did he start it? He didn't say, hey, how do you think Islam would have been spread if he went to the first person he was trying to bring Islam to, and he's like, hey man, if you don't pray, if you don't fast, if you don't do this, you're going to hell. People are like, okay, you know, okay, I'm not talking, I'm going to go my way, you go your way. The first ayahs that were revealed to Allah, to the Muslims and believers and people and humanity were what? Ayahs about, read. Get knowledgeable, learn about your religion first. Inform yourself. What afterwards? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent ayahs about what? Hellfire, heaven. You know, these are the amazing things about heaven. If you're a good person, this is what you're going to get. If you don't, afterwards, 13 years later is when what? Alcohol wasn't banned in the beginning. It was banned so much later. And because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spent so much time informing them and building that love between Him and the believers, later on when He was like, hey man, you guys can't drink alcohol, it was just like, oh, okay, no problem. America, in the United States, if you're old enough, they tried to ban alcohol here. Did it work out? No. People started growing their own things, so many diseases because they were trying to do it themselves. So many people started getting arrested in the United States. What? They couldn't, the United States, which is like the superpower of the world, they couldn't even stop everyone in the United States from drinking alcohol. It was too crazy. But in the city of Medina, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the ayah where He said alcohol is not allowed, the streets were flowing. People that started to drink it, they threw it. People that had it in their mouth, they spit it out. Some people that even drank it went as far as what? Inducing vomit. Because that's how, you have to think, what makes a person want to do that? When you say something, they follow immediately. Right? The Prophet didn't have to walk around the city with like a shtap or something, hey, you're drunk, you know? He just said it and people did it. It was as simple as that. So that's what I'm trying to say. Instead of focusing and punishing your kids for not doing something, kind of enforce that love. Make that relationship between them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Teach them what Islam is. Teach them why it's beautiful. Teach them why it matters so much to you. Teach them why it made a difference in your life. If you're old enough, for example, I can speak for myself and my mother, right? I grew up with my mother. I know she's been through the Bosnian War, as a lot of us have. She moved, she came to the United States, it was a struggle. But the one thing that kept her going, that helped her, was her religion. Because what else do you have? Right? That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there. And that's why it's important. But a child that's 12, 13, 14, 15, he doesn't understand that. You're taking care of him. He has no struggles in life. He's just chilling. He's relaxing. So it's very hard for him to understand why he needs Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his life. And that's where you come in. And you have to approach it in a way where you build that love and relationship between them. And I just wanted to give that advice, because that's originally what I was going to kind of talk about for the youth program. But since it wasn't really youth, but I thought that was the most important gem, honestly, for me, and to give you guys, as parents, as adults, as people that are gonna have kids and stuff like that, and even for the younger, and that's advice to youth. The most important thing I could say to you is find that relationship, build that relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just read, study the Quran, read, inform yourself, and you'll find out why it's beautiful. And when you find out why it's beautiful, you will eventually believe it in yourself. So it's okay. People are talking. People are getting bored. I know when I have to stop. I know when I'm going too long. I've been talking enough. I've been talking enough to know when the ladies are bored and they're showing each other pictures of their sons and nephews, and so cute little babies and future husbands and all that. So inshallah, we're gonna end the talk here. There's grosh. I don't even know how to say it. Grosh. And that's why I didn't give the lecture in